Hey everybody, Iceman50 here. So we got another project to work on. It's a wireless transmitter receiver for guitars. So you plug one end into the guitar and one end into the amplifier, and you can play wirelessly. They're pretty common. Uh, my friend Billy, a friend of his, said, "Hey, you know anybody that can fix this thing?" And of course, everybody always comes to me. So I said, sure, I'll take a look at it. And what we discovered was that the claim was that, well, it won't turn on, won't turn off. It's acting goofy. Um, so I found out that the battery got smashed. The guy that borrowed it from Billy's friend says he bumped into it. I don't know. All I know is that we can clearly see damage on the battery that's inside, and it caused the cell to puff a little bit. It's got a single cell lithium ion battery pack, not an 18650. And so I searched a number, found it on Amazon, and pretty much ordered a replacement. It's a pretty standard size. So we're gonna get to replacing this thing, and hopefully it all goes back together good. We'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody. So this one's called the Amp Shark. This is like I said, the wireless. This is the receiver. Uh, it's got a switch. Let's see if I can get you some better light here. Got a switch over here. You can see this one turns on and turns off. If I show you the other one, so here's the board, right? And here's the little switch right here. And on the side of the case, this little switch rests inside of here. But because the battery is swollen, the switch isn't contacting the little side switch. And you can see, right there, it was whacked with something. And you can see how thick it is. And if we look at what it's supposed to be, see, it's swollen a good percentage of its size. Therefore, it's not fitting anymore. So, like I said, you can see this one's a protected cell. I got the same, basically it's the same thing. All we're gonna do is cut the plug off. We're gonna take this one off, and we're gonna solder it in there. So let's start with working on getting this one out, and then we'll cut the plug off and we'll put it in there and see how it fits. All right, hang on. All right, everybody. The first step is to pull this battery off. He is double tape stuck on there. Trying to be careful. I don't want to. Oh, yuck. All right. Can we pull this off of here? Not really. Okay. All right. So the most important thing, we'll worry about the stickiness later or getting it to stick. Let's turn on our soldering iron here. And you can see it's pretty easy to figure out which one's which. Okay, plus is off. Minus is off. And now we take this guy. I mean, look at how bloated it is. You can clearly see that it got whacked. Let's open the other one here. Let's see here. you know, if you're careful, working with lipos isn't really that scary as some people might think. You can see how much thinner it is. This is it's like 7 by 30 by 48. No, yeah, so it's like 7 thick by 30 wide by 48 long. That's what this number means. And you can see it on the other battery pack. 70, 30, 48. This is 1100 milliamp hour. What I could find was 1000. That's pretty close. Oh, hang on a second here. All right, so all we're gonna do is just cut each one of these apart. Remember, don't cut through them at the same time. Just one at a time, right? So here's one. All right. Oh, where are my other little? There we go. Okay, just take your time, and we are going to tin this wire. I'm going to come in here. We're going to solder this one wire. Like so. Okay, that's close enough. And we're going to make it. Let's get a little bit more solder on there. There we go. All right. We're just going to trim this back a little bit. Like that. Okay, making it short. Okay. And then we're just going to cut the other side, and we're going to keep the wires away from each other. Okay. Like that. Then we'll get in here and we'll do the same thing to this wire. We'll just kind of pinch, pinch, pinch. I'm just kind of going around and pinching it. I'm holding on real good to the wire. There you go. You can see it's stripped. All right. Try and keep these two separated. It should have thermal, it should have short circuit protection on that board, but the goal is to not get them anywhere near each other. Yikes. You can tape up one side while you're not working on it, but I think I'll be all right. Okay. There's the negative. Yo! Poked myself. I don't normally solder right-handed, but I am ambidextrous, so it doesn't really matter. All right, here we go. She's installed. Okay. Now, one of the things we'd like to do would be to see if this powers on, and it does. Okay, so we successfully transplanted the battery. Now all we got to do is kind of route the wires here. Okay. And we're just going to it kind of came like this. There might even be enough sticky on here. To hold the battery. Some of the residue, right? Okay. I'm just going to get this to kind of fit in this space. What we're doing right now. Okay. All right. So now the question is, will it fit back in the case with the new battery? And the answer is I sure hope so, because it was definitely swollen. This isn't a great design. These cases don't have a lot of depth to them, so everything needs to be super compact in order for this switch to function here. So you see that you got this switch here, and it kind of, there's a notch. Let's see, there's two switches here. Okay, here's the slide switch. You see it's got a notch. That notch, I'll show you this. That notch captures, let me see if I can zoom in. The switch, the notch sits up inside of there, and that's what flicks it on and off. I don't know, it's not a great design, you know, but is whiz. All right, so we got our little momentary button there, the channel button. All right. Okay. Something like that over there. Then we got a slide switch. This goes in here somewhere. And then we'll bring this guy over. Oh, there's these little posts that it rests on. I think it rests on each other here. Okay. Now you can see, look, the switch is sitting in the notch, right? When you flick it on, it actually turns on. You turn it off, it turns off. So the only other thing we got to do is these wires come through this little area over here. Right? There's a little, this little piece, this little white piece slides over the two halves. So we just got to get the wires to come out the slot there. And I'm trying to think, were there screws? Nah, not to hold the board down. Okay. So we kind of bring the wires in here. Like so. Get our switches all in position. All right, give me a minute and I'll get this thing clamped up. I need to be a little closer and I can't see. I'll bring you back when we get this thing buttoned up. Hang on. All right, so there's just one wire in the way, but you can see how this goes on there. This kind of like holds these two halves together, right? There's two of them like that. Okay, and then this piece sits something like that, and this sits kind of in here. Then this piece goes on. There's a screw hole right there. Holds it together. Line up the pin in the hole. There we go. Just like that. And then we got this fake cover looking deal. It just kind of goes over here. Heads on. Right. Okay. And then all we got to do is put the screws in it. Let me find the right bit and we'll close it up and then we'll charge it. Hang on. All right, I finally found the right one. It's a hex 0.9. So that's what it is. I got the first screw in. Now I just got to get the other screw in. I just couldn't remember what size it was. I guess I could have wrote it down, but I figured I would just find the right one when I needed to put it back. Okay. All right. There we go. This must be the battery level here, right? And channel, whatever. Let's see if it charges. we will get his charging cord. Oh, the double-ended. All right. Get a power brick here. Okay. Give you guys on a little bit. Okay. Of course, micro USB. Okay. Here we go. These micro USBs, I'm surprised they survived. There we go. It's charging. What if I turn it on? Yeah. Okay. So we'll charge this one, and we'll get the receiver. And we'll charge that guy. There you go. Now we got both of them. All right, awesome. So I'm sure he'll be super happy. I'm going to look these up. I'm going to tell you how much these are. Amp Shark. We're going to look these up, and I'll put the price up on the screen. So, we saved them that much money. This battery was $10. So, all right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And here's the price. We'll see you. Easy. Hey, guys. B-roll. I went so far as to fix the box up on the inside and out. I use this this tape to use for wire harnesses. It's actually kind of nice and felty. So I just went along the edge. Because if it were me, I would be pretty upset that like my box is all smashed. You could tell he uses this to hold the pieces in here when he's not using them. So I just wrapped it around and good as new. All right, guys.